Hello everyone, welcome to Haley Moon Tarot. This is your weekly singles love reading for Aries. How are you guys this week, Aries? Let's see what's happening. Aries, what does Aries need to know? Single Aries. Alright. Some of you have just about given up here. Feeling a little beat up. I feel like I think that you're grounding yourself here. I feel there's someone here you don't really see a future with, or you just feel like giving up. Yeah, you may be seeking out other options here. I'm going to just put this behind here and move on, I feel. Yeah, I do see you, making yourself comfortable, a comfortable home. Yeah. It's telling you to trust your intuition. You're already knowing. I feel like you already know what it is that you're going to do here. I do see other options. Some of you could be just kind of, focusing on work and other things, staying grounded. But it does look like some of you have given up on someone. You no longer see a future with them. You're going to put something behind. But I wouldn't be surprised if some of you are kind of seeking options from people that you've known before. Let's have a look here. See that very often. Yeah, I feel like you've got someone here this is a person who's often not ready. Somebody here who's not ready. Immature, someone who keeps doing the same thing over and over again. Yeah, so I feel like, if you got someone who keeps coming back in, when you're just about to give up, they come back in and they act the same way. This is where I feel like you're going to leave something behind here. I feel like you're just focusing on your financial foundation, your home, maybe spending a lot of time at home. But I still see some of you looking at options, people that you've known before that you haven't quite give up on. There's some options here, but I do see a little procrastinating. Yeah, I see some of you taking a time out. Taking a little time out here. This could be you might have someone that you're thinking of or is thinking about you that you knew a long time ago, maybe when you were younger. I wouldn't be surprised at that. Let's have a look. Tell me about the Queen of Pentacles. This is about being grounded. Okay, sensible, stable, being practical. It's about feeling safe, wanting stability. Yeah, you got someone here. There is a King of Cups here. I do actually feel there's somebody here you might have known when you were younger coming in. But like I say, somebody here is doing a lot of thinking, but really watch out. If you do have someone who comes back who's immature, they focus on self, and they keep doing the same thing. It's all about me, me, me. Just watch out for that. But I do see a King of Cups here. We'll see if that's someone else. Who is this King of Cups? Who is this King of Cups? Is somebody coming back around? So I definitely see some change, possibly change for the better, but watch out to make sure someone doesn't act like they did before. Yeah. This doesn't necessarily mean negative, though. We're going to get to the bottom of it because I don't want to get too ahead on this one. Yeah, we have someone who's healed. I see an Empress, someone who's ready for something new. So some of you have kind of given up on someone. When you're just about to give up, here comes somebody. Yeah, I feel like some of you are thanks but no thanks. Yeah, I feel, and I did see it, you're not really interested in this person. You're keeping your options open. But I wouldn't be surprised if there's change and change for the better. You could have somebody else come in. I feel like you've moved on from someone else and there's another person, but really watch that. Someone who's all about themselves, immature, not ready, here for a good time, not a long time. Because you want someone stable. You want stability. That's what the Queen of Pentacles energies is stability. You're going to look at the situation here. But I do see taking a time out. I see this healing energy, the Empress healing. So it's an energy of keeping your options open, being ready. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if this is somebody who... Some of you got a person here who may have ignored you and rejected you in the past. They may be coming back around. But I still kind of feel you might be thanks, but no thanks. Yeah, it could go either way with this. Let's have a look at this Four of Wands. Yeah, it has to do with responsibility, reliability. Some of you got somebody here you couldn't rely on too. And that's what I feel. Here for a good time, not a long time. Someone who wasn't reliable. Yeah. Let's have a look at the wisdom. So that does look like you could have someone like that. But I really see this change for the better. I feel yourself, something changed you forever. Because you're definitely with this energy. And Empress knows what they want. Yeah, you got choices here. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if there's someone that you knew some time ago when you were young coming back around. But some of you definitely got choices, or you may actually have both. But yeah, so it's about being wise, trusting your intuition, your inner knowing. It's like you already know it. Someone who focuses a lot on the physical part of the connection, a little too much about that. Yeah, they're not really reliable. Someone where you may not feel safe with, someone who kind of gets around. Yeah, you might want to watch that. But I still feel like you've got a King of Cups. I actually feel somebody here is emotionally mature and available. Because I feel something has changed you. You have moved on. Or you may have another person who's moved on from something else. But there is change. This is a whole new chapter. So, yeah. Let's have a look at this Prince of Wands, which is the Page of Wands, which is, it's generally positive, friendly, but this is someone who's generally not ready for any, the Queen of Pentacles energy wants someone stable, someone that you can rely on, someone who pulls their weight. Yeah. So there is some indecision. You might not see this person coming. Do take off the rose-colored glasses, the blindfold here. Yeah, I don't think you're going to see it coming, and you're going to have a couple of choices here. Yeah, tell me about this Eight of Swords. I feel this is about yourself not repeating mistakes of the past. Taking off the blindfold to see. Look at the situation. Look at the details of the person. Yeah, I see this energy of thinking about someone here. I think you've got, some of you do have someone you're thinking about, but yeah, there is definitely an energy of someone who could come back around. And I do think you're going to see this where you didn't see something before about this person. But I definitely see the indecision. It's saying to trust your intuition. If it doesn't feel right, it probably isn't. Just watch out for the person who's flirty and they just focus on the physical part of the connection. Okay, they don't focus on the emotional part, because we got two emotionally mature people here. Yeah, some of you, we got an Empress energy here. So someone who's comfortably, I wouldn't say necessarily wealthy, but comfortable, financially comfortable, very creative. Someone who keeps their options open. But it's a person who's sensible, grounded, a lot of focus on finance. That's why I feel like you do not see a future with someone here. See, looking at this. Kind of maybe even remembering something here. Yeah, but something changed you forever here. There is change coming. Yeah, you've got a choice. You've got a choice here. That one person who keeps coming back in doing the same thing, it never goes to the next level. But I feel like some of you have a person who comes in where you cross paths with this person. And it doesn't go anywhere, but it doesn't go to that level either. So interesting. There's two. One isn't like the other here, obviously. Let's have a look at the Lovers. The Lovers. Yeah, we got someone soul searching, looking for clues. Someone's looking for clues and answers. This is into me, I see, going within. Trusting your intuition. Now, this could be somebody looking at you, or it could be yourself, them. I think it's both of you, to be honest. I think you got somebody here you've crossed paths with a couple times. Possibly once when they were young, maybe when you were older and more mature. That's likely the person that's coming in. The other person, I feel, is that other person is who just comes in, it never goes anywhere. They're only interested in the physical connection. They don't want to connect on the emotional level. I can see that. Yeah, they don't want... it's a person who definitely doesn't want the responsibility of any kind of relationship. They're not reliable. You can't rely on a page of wands. See, someone who's not reliable. And one of these people is someone who pulls their weight. The King of Cups here pulls their weight. They help with the chores, the house and the home. You see, they pull their weight. This person's looking for the same thing as you are. I still feel like you've crossed paths with this person in the past. If not, this is you leaving someone behind. Thanks, but no thanks, not interested in somebody else is coming, because there is change coming. Tell me about the Empress. Yeah, we got an Emperor and an Empress here. This is two people who've leveled up. They're mature. See, it's about being in alignment. You're more in alignment with one of these people than the other because they're mature. The other person just kind of, they're here for the good times, you know, not the bad times nor a long time. They don't want the responsibility of a relationship. They won't, you can't rely on them. Yeah, they're not emotionally stable, and they're not bad. It's just like I say, you can have fun with this person, but that's where it kind of ends. Yeah. So interesting. Tell me about the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles. Oops. Yeah. So someone making a decision. See, it's a judgment, a decision. Out with the old, in with the new. Yeah. Some of you got a new person coming in. Someone much more mature, emotionally mature. This is yourself healing. So, and this is also an Emperor, somebody who's healed. They've learned all their lessons. They've manifested all the energies of the kings. So you're in alignment with this person. You're not in alignment with this other person. And they're going to come back around. But I wouldn't be surprised. I have to be honest. I feel like some of you have this person who was when they were younger. They didn't pull their weight. Help with the housework, the house at home. Maybe you were in a relationship with someone. You see? And it's possible you're dealing... This Emperor is somebody who has somebody who's like that too. Doesn't pull their weight. They don't help pay for any bills or housework or do anything. Just watch out for somebody who's looking for... Just be a little careful for someone who's looking for a housekeeper. Because that's what I'm kind of sensing with this one person. They're just looking for somebody to clean their house. And if that's not what you want... Because the Queen of Pentacles is someone who focuses on their own career often. I mean, it's somebody who can make a comfortable home. Definitely. The Queen of Pentacles likes a comfortable home, but this is also, the Queen of Pentacles also wants someone who pulls their weight, where they're not doing all the work. So there's something to do with that here. But you definitely have a choice to make. And this Hermit energy could be yourself, could be the other person. I kind of feel like it's both of you. See, everything isn't black and white either, but I do feel this energy of keeping something to yourself. Some sort of secret here. Just be careful of someone who's got secrets if they have another choice. Yeah, take a little time here. Yeah, but I do think you're going to come together with someone here much more in alignment with, and it is an Emperor energy. Yeah, you've got somebody here who comes and goes. See, somebody who comes back in. They get what they want. The grass is always greener on the other side. They do the same thing. So this is why I feel thanks, but no thanks. Some of you maybe have contemplated this, but it's out with the old, in with the new. See, it's making better decisions. Who's this Emperor and what do they want? Who is the Emperor? Yeah, this is somebody who also feels like giving up. So this is two people who just feel like giving up on love altogether. Look at that. Just feel like giving up. Finding the one, the right person, someone who pulls their weight, someone reliable, stable, emotionally stable too. Because it is about two people pulling their weight in a relationship, sharing the household chores, paying the bills, taking care of things, being responsible. Yeah, could be somebody, you may have a masculine who was dealing with somebody who wasn't too. I mean, often you'll get somebody who literally runs away from someone like that too. So, but we're going from a page to a knight. Yeah, we got two people who just feel like giving up. Yeah, see, this is two people who feel like giving up. But now what we have is this mutual energy. Time out. Feeling beat up. King and Queen of Cups feeling beat up. Feel like giving up on love. But it's out with the old, in with the new. It's taking time to heal. It's a big decision. Yet releasing things that no longer serve. This is about respect, self-respect, and self-worth. And this mutual energy. Feelings are mutual. Yeah. You and somebody are going to come together here. But yeah, thanks but no thanks to someone else. So you're willingly going to let someone go, but you're going to let somebody else in. You no longer see a future with someone here. Because it is an energy of disrespect. Somebody who doesn't respect you. Okay. Self-worth. They rush in, rush out. Yeah, you've got somebody here who's wise. This is also someone who's cut someone out. I see Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Someone who's cut someone out. But this has to do with some sort of truth. This is someone leaving, also someone, I feel like it's almost like you're marrying this person a little bit here. But often this is two people whose paths are similar. Yeah, you're not going to see this coming. Like I say, it's just going to happen, and you may be reflecting on this while you're keeping your options open, and that's what it looks like. But if you are thinking about people that you knew before, or just situations you've had before, that's about why the Empress is here, learning all those lessons. King of Swords is somebody who definitely is very discerning, someone who's analyzing the situation. This is somebody judging something. Some sort of judgment or decision to take a break. Someone's clearing out their path here. They're clearing people out, clearing out situations, cutting someone out. But it's a person who speaks truth. Yeah, this is someone trusting their intuition. See, they already know. This is someone who already knows what they want to the person they're seeking. Yeah. You probably know who this person is. Yeah, so someone comes in right too, fair. I wouldn't be surprised though if somebody may have judged you wrong. Some of you do have somebody who does. They may come back in. But I still feel like this is someone who gets overwhelmed. I really feel like it's a person who's going to do the same thing. Be very cautious of that runner, okay? Someone who gets overwhelmed easily. And it's a person who comes on strong too. They come in very fast. Yeah, then they become indecisive. You're the one who can make the decision here, but I feel like this Emperor and Empress are going to make a decision together here. Yeah. Yeah, so start out with the old, in with the new. Confirmation, yeah. Somebody here's also cut someone out. They're out with the old. It could be they're dealing with something that same thing you've dealt with. People who are younger, don't stick around, or they're just not ready. They can be fun, the page and the knight, they can be great, but they don't always stick around because they're not ready for anything serious. Yeah, because the Queen of Pentacles wants something often serious. The Queen of Pentacles wants stability, a comfortable home, someone who pulls their weight. Yeah, tell me more about this justice. This is harmony between two people. Yeah, see, there's options. Somebody who sees opportunity. I wouldn't be surprised if both of you have options, but someone's clearing out all their options. It's a person making up their mind. Out with the old, in with the new. They want to start something. There's an attraction here, obviously, because we have this beautiful high vibrational energy with the sun. There's definitely going to be clarity. See, someone's clearing things out here. I wouldn't be surprised if someone's clearing things out of their home, too. Yeah, people often do that, right? Yeah. Tell me about that Ten of Wands. Yeah, King and Queen of Swords both. See, speaking your truth, being discerning. These are people who often have been hurt. But it's people who are wise. You're both trusting your knowing, your inner knowing. So you feel like you already know everything you need to know about someone here. Yeah, see, cutting someone out, making better choices. Yeah, there's somebody who's a runner here. Like I say, it's just somebody who's going to keep doing the same. And I feel like you're breaking free from that. Yeah, you've got a more stable person coming in. You want someone stable, grounded, someone who pulls their weight. See, this is two people who want the same thing, Emperor and Empress. It's about having emotional support, someone who's there through thick and thin. King and Queen of Cups, King and Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, you're going down a different path. Someone's being left behind. Someone is getting left out, being left behind. You're trusting. This is your inner knowing. It's like you already know. Okay? I feel some of you already know the person you're choosing. I do see fantasizing and romanticizing. We know the King of Pentacles both do that. Kind of sit down and visualize and fantasize what it would be like to be with someone. And it's about being able to see a future. I see some of you no longer see a future with someone. Definitely. This past. I mean, that is definitely, and that's why I feel like you know. Yeah. You want stability. You want someone you can count on, someone who pulls their weight. King of Pentacles. This is connected to the Emperor. The Emperor. Yeah, this is someone going to reach out, hoping the feelings are mutual, that you'll reciprocate. It's a person being more generous. It's connected with the Emperor, being generous. This is someone who's generous. They know what they want, but to get what they want, they have to be generous with their time, their energy. Definitely some of you are no longer talking to someone, though. Yeah, there it is. Someone putting all the cards on the table. Wow. Yeah. This is an energy of planning, preparing, hoping. Someone here's hoping for the best. Yeah, you're not going to see this coming, but I do think you're going to cut someone out. I think you're going to have a person trying to come back in here. Somebody's going to try to come back around, but you've moved on. You're not interested. There's the Tower, making a sudden decision. See, you're not going to see this coming, but I do think you're going to have that sudden realization where you realize here the right person. This is somebody likely coming in when you least expect it, because this is often when two people just have given up on love, and then you cross paths with someone and you connect. And it's like you just know, right? Everything that you've been through kind of comes crashing down, that realization. But it's sudden. It's a shock, a surprise. Yeah, see somebody here. Now we have the King of Wands. There's a lot of excitement here too. There's going to be some chemistry between you and this person. Yeah, this person's pretty spontaneous. They connect. It's a King of Wands energy. They could be a Leo, Aries, Sag, or just someone in that energy, but they're spontaneous. There's movement. See, some of you got multiple opportunities. It's going to be a little overwhelming, I feel, maybe for yourself too. Yeah. But like I say, it's someone who wants to spend time with you. They want to do things with you. They want to get to know you. They're ready. This is someone ready. They're ready to cooperate and compromise. Yeah, this is an agreement between two people. It's also an energy of being on the same page. See, you're just not on the same page with someone here. You're just not on the same page. They aren't. It's a person who's the opposite. They're not willing to compromise. This is someone here still playing the field. They're not ready. Yeah. Interesting. But there it is. You've got a person who comes in with good morals, values, and it is a person who will make some sort of a commitment or an agreement to spend time together to do. You may have had a person who's done that. Had an agreement to do stuff together, to spend time together, and they didn't stick around. That person may try to come back around. Okay, so watch out for that person, but I do feel there's another opportunity. Yeah, multiple. Tell me about the Queen of Cups. One of these people is faithful and loyal. Yeah, it's telling you to take a little pause, look at this from a different perspective, sort of check things out. Yeah. See, it's the King of Pentacles. Somebody here, they could have Taurus in their chart, but I just feel like it's just a person who's stable. They have a similar lifestyle to yourself. They've learned. See, we've got two people who've learned all their lessons, Emperor and Empress. And some of you in this reading I feel aren't quite there. It's about leveling up. There's still some things that some of you need to learn. Okay? Yeah, but it's about two people talking, connecting, seeing eye to eye. Yeah, I feel like you got someone here you just don't agree with. You don't see eye to eye. It's like the opposite. That's the person. Just watch out for that person who tries to come back around. Yeah, I feel like it's somebody who they weren't reliable. They didn't stick to their agreement. You can't have faith that this person will, do what they say they're going to do. But the other person, I feel, is someone who knows what they want. They're going for it. Absolutely here. And I do think this is connected to the Emperor, the King of Cups. The other person is this. This is who the other person is. It's all about me. They're funny, friendly, but they don't want to deal with they don't want the responsibility of a relationship. They want to play the field. They come and they go. Yeah. Somebody who won't commit. Non-committal person. So it's about you not allowing that to happen. When you don't allow that to happen, that's when you break free from a habit, a pattern. If you have a type, okay? But I see you actually having a victory with someone, some of you are leveling up, like you're going to level up. But part of the leveling up and being ready, when you want it, if you're the feminine and you want an emperor, you have to be ready. Emotionally, financially, you got to be grounded, sensible, willing to cooperate and compromise. Because when two people come together, they build each other up. They don't tear each other down. Also, the right person will help you achieve your goals. They won't keep you from your goals. That's why I feel that one person is more interested in a housekeeper. That's what I see, someone who can make their home comfortable. But the other person's more concerned about making things comfortable for you. But it's the two of you. It's all about teamwork. The other person isn't a team player. They don't want to do that. They want the feminine to do all that while they're busy achieving their goals. So if you're a goal-oriented person and you have things that you want to do, because it's your life too, this other person will help you achieve them. Where the other person will likely keep you, they may want to keep you at home as a housekeeper. That's what I kind of feel. So really choose wisely. Trust your intuition. You're going to get downloads. You're going to know. Okay? But I think some of you already know. And I think some of you have already cut somebody out here. But you're going to be discerning and ask a lot of questions. Yeah. But I feel like you've got an Empress exactly the same way. You're going to have a conversation. But now we've got the King and Queen of Swords. You can see the energy. Two people who've learned these things. Two people who are ready. Yeah. See, it's an energy of being single. You want to watch over the person who keeps you single. Or they just want to be single. That's the person. They don't want to make any kind of commitment. Yep. And they won't tell you everything either. They won't tell you everything. They'll be somewhat secretive. They won't be very generous. You won't know half the time what this person's doing, who they're with, where they've been. They just gotta come and go when they want attention. Yeah, so there's definitely an energy of lack and negativity, and they probably aren't ready financially. See, it's an energy of someone who's kind of immature. They're not ready financially. So you want to watch out for that. But an emperor is looking for an empress, and an empress is looking for an emperor. So you both provide for each other, and that's what I feel. You're going to have a conversation with someone here. I do see truth, victory. I see ideas. See, this is two people who are open-minded. They're open to ideas. But this is an energy of that pentacle. Someone's building this foundation. Somebody here who comes in right. This is someone who comes in with lack. They don't come in right. Okay? But it could be a feminine doing this as well. Someone who doesn't come in right. They're not ready. So take it as it resonates with, your masculine, feminine energies here. You know yourself, so. But I'm seeing somebody going, aha, victory, truth. Someone's being enlightened. Yeah, it's a person who feels confident. See, taming the beast. This is a person who lacks confidence because they're not ready. They're not financially stable. This is someone who will ghost someone, ignore them too. Yeah. So this is like, you're going to know. I can tell already you're going to know. And something isn't right when they lack the confidence. But this is yourself taming the beast within yourself. Not giving too much until somebody puts in effort. There it is. The right person will put in effort. They'll build. Okay? And I don't mean effort until they get what they want and then they run away. Long-term effort. It's an energy of somebody being sincere. You'll know. It'll feel right. It should feel like home. Yeah, some of you definitely dealt with someone who doesn't put in the effort. And often it's just people who just don't want the responsibility of a relationship. They may have feelings. They may really like you. They like spending time with you. But I just see somebody who will just keep doing the same thing. Come back in and then they'll ghost you and ignore you. It's their own insecurities, their own lack. Yeah, so there it is. The situation doesn't serve you. You're going to know. You know, they have also there's someone who has their own best interest at heart, not yours. So this is willingly releasing. But I'm going to tell you, you've got someone here where their feelings are mutual. You're going to agree. You're going to get each other. You're going to have an understanding. Because this is two people who've just given up on love altogether, marriage and relationships. But when you least expect it, here it comes. And that's what I feel is going to happen between you and someone else here. Yeah, very nice energy, actually. But it's all, I feel this is here to remind you of something. Whether this person actually does come back around, because I see you've moved on. Something changed you forever. You've learned your worth and value. Yeah, somebody who comes in, they spend time with you. They want to do things with you. They want to be with you. They put in the effort. They build a solid foundation. They help you out when you need help. They're there for you when you need them. These are the things. So the Emperor's looking for the same thing. Yeah, a partner. They definitely see opportunity. They know a good thing when they see it too. There it is. Windfall of abundance, timing. This is a whole new cycle. Some of you have a whole new cycle here. But others of you are making a decision out with the old and in with the new. And I do still feel some of you may have had something on and off too. You may break free from that and allow this opportunity of this other person who's different. They're more emotionally mature. They're very grounded. They also like a comfortable home. They're stable and emotionally stable as well. This is the thing. Yeah. Really nice. So there it is. There's momentum, there's movement, and possibly multiple opportunities for some of you. So choose wisely, okay? Pay attention to the signs and the signals. There's red flags that are going to be cautioning you to do with someone here. But if you have a type, and this other person this past that you've left behind, and this other person has those same signs, okay? Sort of let go of the outcome a little bit. It's saying to explore the situation a little, have that conversation. And if they don't put in effort or they don't want to, if you're not on the same page, because it's about being yourself, being honest. Yeah. Just it's about recognizing the signs and the signals. But yeah, I do feel this other person is somebody here who it's okay. It's right. But it's about putting in effort. Don't be the one to do all the work. That's something I feel some of you need to learn. It's a feminine energy, cooking, cleaning, doing everything. But there's masculines who also feel that way. See, the table's turning. A masculine who did all the cooking, the cleaning, they worked, they paid the bills, and they had a partner who was immature and didn't really do anything. But they needed a lot of attention. They were needy, you see. So it goes both ways. It's all about being prepared. So I wish you luck. I do think the person that you're leaving behind and this out with the old, the in with the new. I think it's someone here where you're going to get along just fine. The feelings, you're going to be on the same page. The feelings are mutual about going down this path, spending time together. Friends first. Yeah. Bye for now.